Dear old Billy Bonkers, I have a situation that is kind of hilarious and kind of fucked up, so I thought this might be the perfect place for a little advice. Insert 30 seconds of silence while you fumble to get your theme song. Oh, you're right. Let me see here. Is this it right here?
It's time for advice.
Hey!
Your host, Billy Burr.
That's me!
And I'm ripping off this melody from
Somebody else. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Now, does it go into the next fucking thing here? No, it doesn't. All right, cool. All right. My girlfriend and I have been together for about 3.5 years, and I truly am in love with this girl. She checks all of the boxes and then some. Super smart, beautiful, funny, amazing family, and she loves me. I absolutely see a future with this girl. I'm 25, she's 23, so I know we're young, but I've been told I'm very mature for my age, and she's getting there. No, there's nothing wrong with getting married that young. Then you can have kids when you're young and fucking see most of their lives before you kick it. Unlike me, with fucking super old dad here. Now, for some context, before I jump into the situation, in middle school and high school, I had been bullied by some kids saying I was gay. I've always taken pride in how I dress, how I look, my hair, and I would definitely describe myself as metrosexual. I was also very tall and skinny growing up, and I had poor posture. Oh, that's it right there, dude. Tall, skinny, poor posture. Yeah, you're going to get fucked with. It's the fucking laws of the jungle, unfortunately. Anyway, so the little fucks had a lot of ammunition, and I honestly don't blame them for it, but I'm not gay. As you can imagine, it fucked with me and killed my confidence. Yeah, dude, you're talking about someone who grew up with orange hair. So, yeah, I know what it's like to have a target on your back. In college, I decided I was going to put on some muscle. Really difficult. I have the metabolism of a hummingbird. Well, you got a great sense of humor, though. So that makes up for a lot of it. And do something about one part of me that I have always been self-conscious about. I gained 20 pounds and am now proudly 6'2", 170 pounds. I do well with the ladies. And I've had a few girlfriends over the years, none as long as this one. I have no resentment for being bullied when I was younger. In fact, it served its purpose as motivation for me to be a better version of myself. I think about bullying all the time. Wish I could go back and stop a lot of it that I saw. I was that weird. I was like in the middle of the pack. I got bullied. I bullied people. Get it off of me and put it onto somebody else. I really wish I had, you wish you had the maturity now of back then. Some of the stuff I think about, I still think about some of the shit that I saw some kids go through. It's just like, fuck. Brutal. In the first year of dating my girlfriend, I opened up to her about getting bullied, and she told her that's why the gym became so important to me. She was supportive and felt bad that I went through that when I was young, but she also wanted me to confirm with her that I wasn't gay. Her asking me frustrated me. Yeah, that's fucking weird. But it was easy, and I chalked it up to her not knowing me well enough yet. I was pretty adamant about my answer and thought she got the point. In our second year of dating, she somehow brings it up again and says, "Are you sure you aren't gay? Like you aren't going to marry me, have a family, and then come out, right?" Whoa. And this time around, the question pissed me off. We had this conversation earlier. I've been with you for 2 years. We fuck weekly, and it's great. I'm also getting insulted. No offense at all towards gay people, but my girlfriend is asking these questions based on certain stereotypes, and I don't think there are enough evidence, air quote evidence, for her to be suspicious. I probably overreacted a bit. No, you didn't. But it hit a nerve that my own girlfriend is bringing up feelings I had when I was bullied in middle school. Got to be the end of it, right? Well, we're 3.5 years in, and tonight she pops the question yet again. Dude, break up with this chick. She words it similarly to how she worded it the second time, and I got pretty heated. I basically said, "We've had this conversation now 3 times. I've told you each time that I'm not gay, nor have I ever questioned it. It pisses me off that after more than 3 years, you're still asking me this question. This is not normal. I don't think most women in a relationship ask their man yearly if they're secretly gay and going to leave them, so I'm insulted." She, of course, then becomes the victim because I didn't react how she wanted me to. I said, "I'm sorry, but this is not okay." The next time you ask me that question, I better have a dick in my mouth. Am I wrong here? No, not at all. Is dressing well, being neat, and keeping myself well-groomed really that much of a red flag that my girlfriend should be questioning my sexuality? I don't even talk like the stereotypical gay dude. Any suggestions for how I can get her to believe / not ask me the question anymore? Can't wait to hear whatever you say. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I would break up with this chick. Or this is what I would find out what the fucking be like. Okay, did your dad marry your mom and then after you were born come out and say he was gay? Like, what is this fear? Or what the fuck is it that I'm doing that makes you keep asking me this question? That's what I would ask her. And if you don't like the answer, I would fucking hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Because that's really fucked up. Now, granted, I haven't heard her fucking version of shit. Funny if she fucking wrote in. Yeah, I'd have to hear what her concerns are to have any fucking idea. But if you're telling me the truth, which how the hell do I know? But if you're telling me the fucking truth, you're not gay, and you just dress well and fucking whatever, and she's just asking you that, I mean, you might be, are you an effeminate straight guy? Because they have those too, you know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. So I do think that it is fucked up that you have expressed. I'll tell you, you know what else I think is fucked up? That you've stayed with this person. You're saying she's checked off all the boxes. How many boxes is she checking off that once a year she can ask you legitimately if you're gay or not, and you still want to be with her? There's a lot of questions I have here. Because I think, I mean, I would just, one time maybe, I think you can ask somebody that once, and then a year later they do it again. It's like, all right, I'm leaving you before I get like a fucking complex here. Like, Jesus Christ, you got me sitting here watching John Wayne movies now, trying to fucking be extra manly here. So you stop asking me that fucking question. I don't know. I have no idea, but I don't think she's convinced. And you're 3.5 years in, you're 25, you got your whole life ahead of you. I don't know this person, but I can tell you this. Reading your email and just hearing your side of it, this woman is not checking off a lot of boxes for me, personally. So, I don't know. Is it like her fucking weird way of trying? She doesn't want to break up with you, so she just keeps doing this thing that annoys you? I don't know. I don't. That's a weird one. Some fucking heavy emails this fucking week. Jesus Christ. I'd never kill myself, but I'm fucking welcoming death, whatever the hell that was, and then this shit, and fucking some fucking little Stalin chick running an HOA. Jesus Christ, but when the fuck did this podcast become so deep, man? All right, that is the podcast, everybody. So I'll leave you with this, because what that guy was talking about, the guy eating too much, you know, that really bothered me. I hate people being, as much as a douche as I am, I don't like people being in pain. You know what I mean? And someone who's been in a lot of pain for a lot of his life, and now figuring out that, you know, your natural reaction is to fucking go away from pain, distract yourself from pain, bury your pain and all that. And it's still going to be there, which is why the next night you're still going to want to drink just as much, if not more, or eat just as much, not as more, go fuck somebody you shouldn't fuck, whatever your fucking addiction is. But it's kind of amazing when you stop just for a couple of months and really try to work on whatever that fucking thing is that's bothering you, how much progress you can make quickly, especially if you're talking to somebody that understands what you're going through. So I wish that for all of you, because if you don't, Deal with that pain. Not only are you going to hurt yourself, you're going to hurt the people around you that you love.
Super Bowl girlfriend argument. Oh, Jesus. Isn't that just like them? You know, to just get in an argument while you're trying to watch the fucking Super Bowl. I'm just judging this before I even read it. You know, it's like, God forbid my attention is on something else. You know, I'm not going to leave you for the Super Bowl. It's just a game I'm watching. Stop acting like I'm checking out another woman. Okay? All right. Hey, Bill, I'm writing to ask advice on how to watch sports with my girlfriend. I already have some thoughts on this. This is all your fault at this point. All right? But it isn't because you're only 28. All right? 28, you're getting a little long in your years to be putting up with this kind of behavior with somebody that you're with. All right? I like to watch sports. You like to watch Real Housewives. Do I give you grief when you're watching that shit? Let me watch what I want to watch. Stop nagging me. You think I'm a nag? Yes. I'm 28 years old, and by some miracle, a woman has decided to love me continuously for the past 10 months. All right, so you have low self-esteem, self-deprecating. This is why you're getting into these. You got to have some backbone. You got to consider, you got to give yourself some value. All right, I'm over the moon and ecstatic about my relationship with her. However, last night during Super Bowl 58, we had a couple of arguments during a watch party. As a Falcons fan, I normally watch football by myself. There's no point in depressing the people around me while watching my team. This guy's funny. I like this guy. However, I decided to go to a Super Bowl watch party for the first time ever, and I took my girlfriend with me. During the entire second half, I didn't even look at her. I was fully focused on the game. Yeah, it was an exciting game. At the end of the game, we were all saying our goodbyes, and I found my girlfriend sitting on a chair alone in the corner of the room. Bill, I've never seen her more mad. She didn't yell at me in front of my buddies, but we had a private talk about how I can't ignore her during games. I wasn't actively trying to ignore her. This is just how I watch football. How can I express this in a relatable way to her? Thanks, and go chug a beer. P.S. I wrote a few months ago asking how to handle being laid off, and your advice helped a lot. I've got a new job, and I'm happier than ever. Thanks for all you do. All right, well, here's the thing. Your girlfriend, I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know if you waved her away. If you did something like that, I understand that. But if you're just watching the game, and it's an intense game, and she's over there pouting, here's the first thing. The first thing, do not lose your cool when you discuss this. I would just be like, wait another week, because you obviously, she yelled at you and all that. Just say, hey, can I talk to you about something? Yeah, right, what is it, And then just fucking be like, listen, you got really mad at me at the Super Bowl party because I didn't pay attention to during the second half. And it was like, sports are a big thing for me. I really enjoy watching sports. It doesn't mean that I don't care about you. That was the championship game. It was unbelievably close, and it was a classic football game. And all I did was, enjoy it. And then I got yelled at for enjoying something that I enjoy in my life, which is something I would never do to you. If there was something that you were enjoying, like I would get an enjoyment out of watching you be happy. I wouldn't be upset that you were enjoying something rather than paying attention to me. Like I just say that it hurt my feelings that you were mad because I was enjoying myself. Now, that last bit was a little rocky. I probably could have worded that better. But, and then she'll say what she have to say and then just say, listen, I understand that, but like, I don't want to feel like I can't watch sports around you. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy watching them. I love you. I love being with you and all of that. But like you, I also have interests outside of this relationship, and I would like to be able to do them without getting yelled at. And if you want to go further like me, and you sitting in the corner pouting like a fucking baby, if you think everybody in the party didn't notice that, that's fucking embarrassing. All right? Grow the fuck up. Don't say any of that last part. But that's basically it. Yeah, like I like football, and I watch it, and I really get into it because it makes me happy. All right? And if it makes you happy, just start singing Sheryl Crow. She'll understand. Yeah. It's a fucking Super Bowl. I got to admit, if you, like I said, if you didn't say anything rude or you didn't wave her off and embarrass her in front of your friends, like, she's really acting like a fucking baby. And there's a tremendous, level of insecurity there. What shiny thing do I need to buy you on what made-up holiday that will make you feel loved enough that I can watch 30 minutes of fucking football that determines the championship without you having a fucking meltdown? Don't say that either. Anyway, all right.
All right, girlfriend wants me to move out. Dear Billy Longnuts. Is that an age joke? If that's an age joke, that's fucking hilarious. I'm a 21-year-old college student. That Billy Longnuts is fucking... If that's because you're old and your balls are hanging down low, that is fucking hilarious. Is that my Native American name? Him Billy Longnuts. All right. I'm a 21-year-old college student, and my girlfriend and I have been arguing a lot because she wants me to move out of my parents' house into a house share so that we can be closer. Wait. I'm a 21-year-old college student, and my girlfriend and I have been arguing a lot because she wants me to move out of my parents' house. Oh, I thought she meant she wanted her to move out. You guys were living together, and she wanted you to move out. I was like, all right, you're 21. Some of the greatest news you could ever get. All right, she wants me to move out of my parents' house into a house share so that we can be closer. We currently live 40 minutes from each other. She makes ominous statements about the practicality of our relationship, and if I don't move and catches an attitude because of it every time we meet up or talk on the phone. It's getting exhausting, and I feel a lot of pressure from her constantly bringing it up. All right, and how does that make you feel? Do you like feeling pressured? Do you like somebody giving you an attitude because you're doing what it is that you want to do rather than what she wants you to do? Buddy, this is the tip of the iceberg, and this is this thing that manipulative people do, is she's going to make it seem like that when you move in with her, that this pressure and all of this shit is going to end and you're going to be happy. You'll be happy for week 10 days, and then she's going to start with this shit again. You are laying the groundwork for this relationship where she's going to get to use her emotions as like this manipulative tool to get you to fucking sit up, beg, go for a walk, take out the trash, and do all of this shit. I can tell you right now, dude, do not, I don't even need to read the rest of it. Don't even fucking move. Anyway, she's moving out of home to live in her Dude, did you voice text this? I'm going to read just how you wrote it. She is moving out of her home to live in her grandmother who passed away's house in the city, so she won't be paying rent. Okay, so her grandmother died, and she wants you to move in there. Because it's her family home, she doesn't want me to stay over or for us to have sex there. Sir, you really need my advice here? I respect this boundary. This, however, sucks, as it means that the decision for us to have a sex life and private time together rests in my hands. Yeah, dude, she's boxing you in. I really want to move out, but it would cost me about $600 a month plus bills and food, and I'm not sure I can afford it. I have explained this to her, but she says that her paying bills in her grandmother's house makes us even. I'll be honest with you, I fucking hate this chick. I'm just being honest. I also have an unpaid work placement abroad next year, which I need to save for, that will cost me $3,000 to $4,000. There you go, buddy. That's the carrot on the stick you need to be chasing. My parents do not and will not financially support me. I really love this girl, and despite the obstacles of not having privacy and the distance between us, our relationship has been great up until this point. I'm starting to wonder if it'll work out. What do you think I should do? I think you should stay at home and save up that $3,000 to $4,000, and she should understand that. I think you should tell her how her pressuring you makes you feel. And if she doesn't acknowledge this and doesn't care about your feelings and it's all about her, it's the tip of the fucking iceberg. And consider yourself lucky that you're not living with her when you break up with her. That's it. If I learned anything in the last few months of therapy, it's just like I have not acknowledged my feelings, and my feelings were not acknowledged my entire time growing up, which is why I'm an angry person. Because when I start to feel feelings that I don't like, in my head, I just have to go to anger, because I never thought I could just be like, hey, man, I really don't like that. Because I grew up in the sit down and shut the fuck up generation. So none of this makes you feel good. So you need to tell that to her. And there's no fucking way you move in with this chick ever under these circumstances where she is basically fucking using her emotions to get you to do what she wants to do and then having a fucking attitude. I mean, do you realize, like, seriously, if I can just take a second here, like that childish behavior that so many women get away with the guys in their relationship, that you basically have to dance to their fucking tune or they won't be happy? Because then what ends up happening is your happiness has to exist within the circle of their happiness. And at that point, you're no longer an individual. You've lost yourself in the relationship. You've become like this emotional fucking hostage. And it's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. All right? So, sorry, I'm fucking got gas here. I don't know. I think I wolfed down this fucking piece of toast before this. I apologize. Belching up a storm here. Yeah. So fuck that. And any person, male or female, listening to this, don't ever move in with somebody if that is the way it's going down. Don't ever get involved in a business or a personal, intimate relationship where the other person is using their fucking moods as a way to get you to do something that you do not want to do, but they wear you out because you just want to see them happy. Hey, fuck their happiness. Their happiness is not your responsibility. Your happiness is your responsibility. And you don't fucking move in with somebody until their happiness and your happiness intersect. That's it. Go fuck yourselves. Girlfriend is too religious. Hey, Billy Redskin Nutbag. My name is Carl. I'm a 27-year-old guy who is starting to become annoyed at my girlfriend's religious behaviors. It doesn't bother me so much that she is Christian, for I also believe in God, prayer, and keeping true to a solid traditional set of moral values. It's just that her life seems to revolve around Christianity and her church. Her entire family is extremely Christian, and all her friends are from the church. Well, Jesus Christ, you didn't notice this from the beginning? Was she acting like she wasn't religious? I mean, the last time she invited me to hang out with them was to a bonfire at the church where we were drinking apple juice and listening to Justin Bieber. Oh, boy. Well, I don't know. Well, doesn't Justin Bieber, I always get him confused. Justin Timberlake was the first one. Justin Bieber. Well, doesn't he sing about banging chicks? That's kind of weird, isn't it? I thought he did, at least when he was younger. Not that he's old now, but now he's, he's wise beyond his years, considering he made it when he was like 14. So you age in dog years as a fucking celebrity, I would think. Anyway, he goes, don't get me wrong. I didn't want to date a crazy party going wench. I did want to date a nice, morally responsible girl who is fun to be with, just not with these powerful Christian undertones. She even invited me to go to the bar with her friends the Thursday before Easter. All right. She told me they were going to honor the Last Supper by eating some food and by drinking cocktails. I looked at her and I was just thinking, are you fucking serious? I know she has her beliefs, but is there a good way of telling her to lighten up? At the very least, not to call me out on little stuff like using the Lord's name in vain. That actually pisses me off, especially when she does it around others, or give me these long disappointed looks when my sense of humor runs over the topic of Christianity. Well, okay, I'm going to read the rest of this, and then I'll give you my opinion here. I like her a lot. I'm just not sure if I can handle that amount of religious energy for the rest of my life, much less have her turn my kids into nutless Christian geeks who go to youth groups every other night. Oh, and how do I convince her that she is an adult? She drives home at 12 at night because she feels that sleeping over might be disrespectful to her parents and unchristian-like, even though she will let me plow her 20 minutes before Mass. No joke. Oh, Jesus. So she's not all bad. I told her that it is a two-way street, that you should respect her parents' options, but they should also respect her ability to make her own decisions. You know why they should? Because she is almost fucking 30. Oh. Please give me your opinion on the situation. Love you and good luck making another child. That is if Nia is willing to ever couple with you again. Look, she needs to be dating one of those people that goes to the bonfire and is excited to be there. All right. I don't think it doesn't sound like. I don't know how she started doing the Christian thing, but you said you like her a lot. Do you love her? Do you love her? You just have to decide, like you don't have to have any of this conversation with this woman unless you plan on marrying her. And if you plan on marrying her, then you got to sit down and just say, listen, if, I stub my toe, I'm going to say, God damn it, or Jesus Christ, I am. And I don't need a fucking lecture from you. All right? You can stop short of saying, I don't think Jesus is coming back. You can stop short of that. You don't need to be a jerk. But she's going to want her kids to be super fucking religious like her, I would think. So I would figure that out. But I don't think it's a bad thing that somebody's that fucking religious anymore. I just don't. If it works for them and they're not hurting other people, I don't know. If I was a better person, I would actually go to a church every week just for the reminder to not be a complete piece of shit. I do like that aspect of it. I don't like the intolerance of it. The same way I'm liberal, but I can't listen to these extreme liberal people who cancel people for having a fucking just a thought that was different than theirs. So it's like most things, it's a group trying to do this for a good reason, and then it eventually spins out of control. All right, you're 27 years old. Maybe you just get out of this thing. Okay, you don't seem. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think you love this person. I think you've hung around with them long enough that you have feelings for them, but I don't think you love them. At no point did you even say that you love this person. You just said you like her a lot. But I really think that look, she's 3 years old, and then she's an animal in the rack. She's banging you and all this type of shit, right? And you're having a good fucking time. And now you're like, okay, what am I gonna do here? And she's like fucking the 700 Club, and that's not where you're at. So I think I would get out of this if I just. And take this all with a grain of salt, because I don't know you or what's going on, but just the way that was written, I just think, you're having a good time, you guys are banging and whatever, but now when you actually think about taking the next step and getting a little more serious with her, you're like, Jesus Christ, my kids are going to be like fucking reenacting the Last Supper and shit instead of listening to AC/DC. That's not what the fuck I'm looking for. If I'm reading this wrong, and you actually really care about this person, you want to marry him, then you need to sit down and talk to him and just say, listen, and you just got to lay it out there. And just say, listen, I'm going to say whatever I want. I'm going to make jokes about whatever I want. And sometimes I'm going to make fun of Christianity. And I'm not going to raise my kids to be a bunch of church-going sissies. All right? You're not turning them into they're not, if my kid stubs his toe and goes, oh, what the fuck, Jesus Christ, I understand, watch the language, but not, that's out of respect for us. It's not out of respect for this guy who said he was coming back and he never did. Okay? So at this point, he's kind of like the absentee father for everybody, isn't he? Am I crazy? You don't have to go that far. You know what I mean. I would say that. And it'll make the breakup a lot easier if you just tell her, like, yeah, listen, I'm going to have kids, but they're not doing this Jesus shit. So you can fucking forget that. You can forget that all fucking day long. Why can't I plug this fucking thing in? What the fuck am I doing wrong? Sorry. As always, I don't have any fucking time trying to do 50 things at once. That's what I would do. All right, you're 27 years old, man. Go on, get a 25-year-old who never goes to church. and have a good time, baby. Do whatever the fuck you want, or stick with this one. But you got to tell her what's up if you're going to stick with her. That's it, all right? Because you know what? She's doing that for you. She's letting you know what's up. Marry me, have some Christian kids, and stand around a bonfire. I seen fire and I seen rain. I seen sunny days that I thought would never end. But I always thought that I'd see Jesus once again. They're switching up the lyrics. No? I don't know what they do. I've never been to some shit like that. But I can tell you right now, I would be like, are they going to sacrifice a virgin? Like, what the fuck is going on here? I need to get out of here. I don't know. But I'm also an asshole. All right, that's it. I'm calling it right now. The Baylor Bears are going to beat Gonzaga. They're going to beat them. I think UCLA showed people how to beat them. Right? In the first half, not in the second half. I'd say in the first half. I didn't even watch the second half. In the first half, you just fucking slow it down. They're the Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody's getting lulled into their game. Stop getting lulled into their game. I don't know shit. All right. That's it. Go fuck yourselves. I'll check in on you on Thursday. I have a huge guest, a huge drummer guest on Thursday. I'm teasing it, all right, who has a brand new book out that is so fucking educational and amazing. I'm actually applying the study practices of it to trying to get my instrument rating on my pilot license because it's all the same shit, all right? No, not all the same shit. It's just so genius the way he wrote it. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys on Thursday. I am a 23-year-old man from Paducah, Kentucky. Now, why would you tell me that? I didn't want to read that. There's probably 18 people in your town, right? Needless to say, there isn't much to do. About 5 months ago, I met a girl who was 2 years younger than me and moved into town from East Cungamunga. We hit it off almost instantly. It was great. You know what? I'm going to have somebody bleep out this city. All right? I got to have him bleep out the city and the state. He goes, we hit it off almost instantly. It was great. She is beautiful, educated, and has a great ass. Sorry. Little Al Pacino for you. We took things slow, and I found that to be something unique in today's time. Most girls give it up within a day or two, but she wanted to take things slow, and I appreciated that. I found myself falling head over heels for this girl. I hadn't been with anyone in over 2 years, and I felt as if she was a sign that maybe there was a bit of hope in this world to be happy, and she communicated with me that she felt the same way. Okay, so about 2 weeks ago, we went out to a bar, and we had some drinks, played some pool, and had a great time, and ended up getting a little frisky with each other. I drove her home, totally expecting that tonight would be the night I was going to bang this beautiful woman. When we reached her driveway, we started making out in the car and asked if she wanted to come in. She got real quiet and said under her breath, yes, but. And of course, I said, but what? And that's when she told me she is a transsexual. I literally yelled. I was so shocked by what I heard, I could hardly keep myself together. And I told her, him, whatever, that I wasn't going to go upstairs with her and I would call her tomorrow. And she got out of the car crying and said, I was born this way. Like some Lady Gaga shit. Wait a minute, what is transsexual? Like a hermaphrodite? Wait a second. Ah, Jesus, Bill, you're too fucking dumb. Why do you guys write me? Is this the fun part of it? Just finding out how fucking dumb I am? Transsexual. This is hilarious. Now I have this on my search engine. Transsexual. And Neil will use my computer and look up like transcontinental, and transsexual is going to come up. Bill, is there something we need to talk about? Transsexual. Here we go. A person who's undergone a sex change operation. A person whose sexual identification is entirely with the opposite sex. All right, well, that just made me even more confused. So if you had an operation, how were you born this way? Or the person saying, I just identified with being a female. Oh, I see. Okay, so they had so
The dude had a sex change operation. Okay. He goes, I haven't spoke to her since. It's SINCE, not SENCE. That night, besides a few text messages. She's going on about how much she loves me and she is sorry she didn't tell me sooner. It's even gone as far as me having to turn off my phone because she won't stop calling. I've never been pursued like this before. What do I do? Part of me actually feels bad, but I can't see myself banging an ass every night while my sweaty balls slap against her sweaty balls. Now, wait a minute. I thought the person had the operation. Don't they remove that? You know, I don't fucking know. Regardless of how gay this may sound, I still think she is incredibly hot. I knew it was too good to be true. Should I tell her that I'm just not interested anymore and completely cut her off, or should I be her friend? Or should I go bang her ass? It's weird. The thought of banging her ass excites me, but the thought of her junk swinging around makes me want to throw up just thinking about it. Thanks, Bill, and come do a show in such and such state sometime, you fuck. What should you do? I don't know. I honestly don't know. What's funny is you're literally just like, you're mentally where she is sexually. You know? I don't know. Like, it's like you're standing on the state line and you got a foot in either state. Just like her. You know? So I think your emotions are normal. And I hate when fucking people get offended by this shit. And they go, that fucking you know, they get all offended like that dude is now a woman. It's like, no, that is a dude that fucking is a different kind of dude now. You know, that's not a woman. It's still a dude. It's just a different kind of dude. You know what it's like? You ever see when somebody buys an old car and they take all the chrome off it? They want that nice clean look. Yeah, that's what they do to their crotch. You know, that's a dude that took the chrome off. You know, I don't know what to tell you, other than I don't know. Do like that fucking. I don't know. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Is what I would say. Let me go back and read what you said. Should I tell him I'm not interested anymore? Completely cut her off. All right. Part of me actually feels bad because I can't see myself banging an ass every night while my sweaty balls slap against her sweaty balls. Well, if it makes you feel better, I don't think the balls are there anymore. Although they might have kept them like a hood ornament. I have no idea. Oh, Jesus. I really am a moron. Regardless of how gay this may sound, I still think she's incredibly hot. You know, why don't you just split the difference and get a blowjob? I don't know what to tell you. That's so funny. I knew it was too good to be true, this poor bastard. I would say this. I'd say you'd want to sit on that decision. Don't be like the Baltimore Colts in the 1983 draft. Did you guys just watch that 30 for 30 where they immediately walked up 2 seconds in and they selected John Elway? You know, rather than fucking waiting the full 2 minutes or whatever to see if anybody gave him an offer. And then they ended up with nothing. I'd sit on this one for a minute. And I think that this person's actually pursuing you the way that they are because they're in a desperate situation. Which is, the whole thing is, in reality, the whole thing is unfortunate. You know, people should be able to be who they are. You should be able to like who you like. And that person should be able to, from day one, say that they're transsexual without getting judged. The reason why they didn't say it was because they were worried about this fucking moment here, which once again is another sad depressing thing about humanity. I would say follow your heart, sir. You know? And not your balls. If you really want to find love. There you go. Balls in your court. No pun intended. Dear Billy Brain Fart, back in December 2012, I was enlisted in the United States Air Force. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying high into the sky. Yeah, we dive. That's all I know. Because that's all they play in the movies, right? That's just the credits. Nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. How about a stronger Air Force? I'll tell you right now, they won the championship, they feel like they're unstoppable, and that's the kind of thing that ends up getting you shot down out of the sky. You have to feel the weak side pressure of the third world countries. I mean, planes are disappearing. Who's to say that these people don't have these things? All right. Despite being engaged, wait a second. I got engaged. Oh, yeah, the guy joins the fucking Air Force, all right? He enlisted. I got engaged to what I thought was the lady of my dreams. Life was good. Unfortunately, I got stationed out of state and had to move. Despite being engaged, she opted to stay behind in what was supposed to be temporary. We managed to keep the spark alive for some time until she lost the engagement ring in April 2013. All right, let's stop right there. Guys are morons, and a man can lose a fucking ring. All right? The only way a woman can lose a ring is if she's cleaning it near a sink. Okay? And she doesn't understand plumbing and then later turns on the water and sends it through the J-trap. All right? He's going to feel the weak side pressure on the J-trap on fourth down situations. When a woman loses a ring, you got to understand, like, that's so many of them. That's the thing. The ring. They get the fucking stick it under their fucking girlfriends' noses. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. Right? They live for that. That's like you getting a game-worn jersey. All right, so she lost the fucking engagement ring. Wow. Eventually, things spiraled out of control, and she left me in June of 2013 saying I deserved better. All right, well, that means either she doesn't love herself, and like when I saying that you deserve better, what I would immediately think is that if a woman ever said that to me, that's like, all right, you fucked around on me, and how many times? Anyways, this put me in a huge state of depression, to which I credit your podcast for helping me out. Thank you. You're welcome. Come to find out, she banged 4 different guys from June to August. There you go. And those are just the ones she admitted to. Okay? That's like when you come home buzzed or drunk in high school and your parents go, how many beers have you had? What do you say? 2. If you're really shit-faced, you'll say 4. And she said 4. So what does that mean? She had a 12-pack of dick. All right, in August, she came back into my life after she said she too went through a depression. She was living even further away now, but still wanted to try and make things work some type of way. Finally, February of this year, I got the chance we were waiting on. I went house hunting. Ooh, Jesus, dude, what are you doing? Where she lived in an attempt to make things right. Come to find out, she had been banging a married guy with kids and also talking to someone else, talking to someone else while telling me she wanted me. I confronted her and she basically said, all I'll ever be to her is a fucking FaceTime friend. What? You confronted her and she said all I'll ever be to her is a fucking FaceTime friend. A week ago she called me and now she wants to be friends again. I love this girl. That is your problem, sir. That is the only reason why you're writing me, because everything you're saying, this is a joke, your decision. He goes, I love this girl very much despite what she's done to me, kind of like eating sugar. It's good, but it fucks you in the long run. My question to you is, do I throw all my chips in this time or do I fold? And yes, I'm probably an idiot. Either way, thanks for the laughs and go fuck yourself. P.S. Do a show in Mississippi already. Jesus Christ, Bill. That's on my bucket list. I'm going to do one down there. All right. Here's the deal, dude. This is the deal. Your heart is clouding your brain right now. All right? And here's a great expression that somebody said that their therapist told them one time. They said, I don't let chaos live in my life. All right? This is the deal, okay? She has come from some sort of unhealthy fucking background where she feels that, she's got some sort of low self-esteem thing, I'm guessing. She just thinks that she's a piece of shit and probably doesn't deserve a great guy like you. So she deliberately went out and sabotaged it, probably because she's used to being around a bunch of dysfunctional fucking people. So when she actually found somebody outside of her wheelhouse, she ran back to the comfort of that dysfunctional horseshit. All right? That is not your fucking problem. Okay? When you're trying to find the person that you're supposed to fucking be with, you have to find somebody that is as right as rain. All right? That's why you ask the questions. Are your parents still together? What is your relationship? Like, all the red flags. Both for men and women, listen to this thing, okay? If they have issues with their fucking parents and they don't fucking speak to them and they have a lot of anger issues towards their family, fucking walk. Walk. All right? If you're young, you're drafting in the first round, okay? Okay, that's the Des Bryant pick. Like fucking Bill Belichick. He passed on that one. And everyone's like, dude, what are you talking about? That's a fucking 10. And look at him. Not saying the dude isn't a 10. Not saying he's not a world-class fucking athlete. But all the baggage that comes with that horseshit. You got to look at it like that. So what you need to do is, all right, you want to compare it to sugar? You want to get over your sugar addiction? Just go cold turkey. All right? 6 days fucking in. Okay? You're going to start to turn and you're going to be looking at candy and cake and pies going, why the fuck would I ever eat that? Because it's out of your system. And that's how you're going to look at her. Why the fuck would I ever eat that? Yeah. Dude, that's not the mother of your kids, man. That right there is a Hank Williams song waiting to be written if you marry her and you have kids with her. All right? I mean, dude, that's the kind of woman that could turn you into a fucking alcoholic. You need to walk away. All right? And you know what? You live in Mississippi, so you understood that fucking Hank Williams reference. All right? Walk away and stay single for a while until you get that craving out of you. Because it's not fair for you to get into another relationship with that shit there. And you probably wonder, Bill, how do you know all this shit? Because I'm a fucking piece of shit, and I've been like all of these questions. I've been both people. I've been the person that fucked around. I've been the person that got fucked around on. I've made horrible fucking decisions and all of that shit. And it wasn't until I finally fucking decided to, stop surrounding myself with fucking people that reminded me of people that I grew up with. And actually tried to create a winning culture in the locker room. So that's what you need to do. You need to draft character first. All right? There's plenty of beautiful women that came from wonderful families. And that's the one, that's the keeper. All right? I know what okay? A woman like this is fucking your brains out. I know she is, okay? And that's the sugar right there, okay? So you got to let that go. All right? Here's the deal. Next time you're thinking about calling her, rub one out. I'm dead serious. Fucking rub one out. And the second you're done, I bet as your orgasm, you're gonna be like, oh, thank God I didn't call her. That's what's gonna happen. All right, girlfriend wants to bang my brother. I teased this earlier in the podcast. Girlfriend wants to bang my brother. Jesus Christ. I would love to hear Joel Osteen read this. I mean, Jesus wants your girlfriend to bang your brother. Hey, Bill, I'm sure this has happened to you before. Is that a roundabout way of saying that I'm not a good-looking guy? But how should I handle my girlfriend wanting to bang my brother more than me? Thoughts?
She said it 3 times in one night. What? Why are you still in this relationship? Would you still be in the relationship if you said that about our sister? Hey, listen, sweetheart. Not to say you don't have a nice rack, but like, I mean, you got to agree with me. I mean, your sister's tits are ridiculous. What? What's the matter? You told me to be honest with you. Anyway, she said it in one night, 3 times in one night, and that he is better looking, etc. So she's either going to fuck him or she's just trying to get under my skin. I told her after the 3rd time to go fuck him then, and she tried to act like I was an asshole. Yes, of course. Of course she did. I feel like this crossed the line, and it's all I can think about. Oh, dude, I got to tell you something right now. Not only do you say that, you fucking dump her. Dude, for her to fucking say that to you is so out of line. And that is just the tip of the fucking iceberg of the mind games a fucking asshole like this is going to play with somebody. All right? Dump this person. And this is the thing. She's going to actually fucking respect you. Because she obviously doesn't respect you enough that she's saying that shit to you. So if you fucking dump her, you know, what's going to actually make her want to do is fuck you more. And this is what you do. This is the Jedi level. You know what? When she wants to fuck you more after that, you know what you do? You don't fuck her. Done. Done. It's over. That's one of those things like, I don't know what kind of a fucking jerk off you think I am. Like that's basically what she's saying to you there. She thinks you're a fucking jerk off. And you have to show her that you're not. I would dump her. And then that is fucking it. That is fucking it. And when she fucking does all of those women manipulating things and fucking turns on the sex vibe and all that, dude, you fucking, you like nothing. You give her nothing. That's it. I don't even need to read the rest of this. I will, though. If it was a friend of mine she thought was more attractive, I wouldn't care. You should care. She shouldn't be saying that, dude. This is what, you don't fucking say that. Let me ask you this. Could you do any of this to her? Could you say that one of her girlfriends is more attractive than her? 3 times in one night? Anyways, he said, but I hate the fact it's my bald-headed fuck of a brother. What should I do? Anything I think about, I get more angry. Thanks, and wear a hat next time. I like how you're taking your anger out on me. Yeah, dude, you're dating somebody that has crossed the line that you're not going to be able to get past, okay? Past? Sorry. I really got to save my voice, dude. I've been screaming and yelling every weekend doing my act and been watching the Red Sox through the playoffs, so I apologize for I sound like I'm going through puberty here. Yeah, dude, that is a no fucking brainer. You know, just dump her. And here's another thing. Don't tell your older brother or your younger brother, whoever your brother is. Don't tell your brother why you dumped her. Because one day he's going to get drunk and he's going to bring it up and then, you know, like an asshole. And then you guys are going to get into a fight. Okay? And it's all because of this who is driving a wedge into your family. This is the kind of person, you're going to bring this person into your family tree? Huh? You're going to dump your fucking seed into that? I don't think you are. Walk away. Walk away. And you know what, dude? You got off fucking easy. If you dump this woman right now, you got off fucking easy. Jesus Christ. God bless the poor fucking bastard that she's going to fucking marry.
Let's try to have something a little more sunshiny. You know, I encourage women to write into my podcast. I've been begging you guys for the last 6 months to a year so I can balance this out because I don't want to keep trashing women. It's just so fucking easy. So here we go. I got this woman wrote in. Thank God a woman wrote in. Please write in. Trash guys. I know we're morons. I need balance here. This is as balanced as MSNBC or Fox News. I want to smooth it out here. Here we go. All right. Some lady wrote in. All right. Toilet. Bill, I have a question about men and their bathroom habits. My husband and I have a great relationship. We just celebrated our 5th wedding anniversary and are very happy. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. You have something most people do not have. You have a happy marriage. Sorry, I got the hiccups.
Anyway, she said, the only things we ever seem to argue about are manners and housework. We come from different backgrounds and were raised differently regarding manners. He doesn't believe that manners are important, while I do. We both had to adjust to this, and it has certainly been a process. My standards for living have been lowered, and his have been raised. We're somewhere in the middle at this point. He has really made an effort over the years in terms of cleaning up after himself and not being gross. But the one area that has always been a problem is the toilet. At first, he rarely put the seat down, and it drove me crazy. He's wicked smart. He went to Harvard and always philosophizes his way out of arguments. His main argument for leaving the toilet seat up is that it isn't fair. Women and men are equals, blah, blah, blah. He also likes to use the argument that gay men probably leave the seat up all the time. I'm an interior designer and have several gay male friends, and they all say they put it down because who wants to look at the inside of a toilet? The last thing I could say about it was, please just do it as a favor to me. He said he would, and I believed him. A few weeks ago, I was taking a bath, and I left the door ajar because he worries I'll drown or something if I lock the door. Well, look at that. He's a great guy. He's concerned about you. You know, there's a lot of people that could give a shit. So anyways, she's in the bathtub with the door ajar a little bit. He says he suddenly came in and sat down on the toilet in front of me. And I was stunned and asked, are you pooping? And he said, no, he was just peeing. So now he pees sitting down and insists that this is normal for men. This is where we are right now in the toilet seat argument. He thinks he's being considerate, but really he's just super stubborn about the toilet seat. He also has no problem of going to the bathroom in front of me, and I wish there was more of a boundary when it comes to the bathroom in general. This idea has infected my brain so much, it just seems so unmasculine to me to see a man peeing sitting down that it's now to the point that I think it's attractive when men pee standing up. So, Bill, what do you think? My husband loves your podcast and listens every morning. Yada, yada. What do I think? He's a great husband. He loves me, takes care of me, makes me laugh, and he's gorgeous. But the toilet issue weirds me out. All right, where to start? First of all, this whole toilet issue, this whole tradition that has basically been started, I don't know where it's began, but how if the man leaves the toilet seat up, he's the biggest fucking asshole on the face of the earth. I don't understand it. I don't understand why we are required to do it. I've never heard a woman give me a good argument as to why. They say dumb shit like, so I don't fall in the toilet. And it's like, that's my fault? You fell in the toilet? Who in their right mind drops their pants and sits on something without looking at what they're sitting on? Do you understand that? You're out of your mind. That's on you. Like, why does the toilet have to be totally set up for you, but I can go fuck myself? How come when you're done with it, why can't you lift the seat up? If anything, it's easier for you to put the seat down than for me to put it up. I'm working against gravity. You know? And it'd be one thing if you said, oh, here's one for you. If you want him to put the seat down. Because this is what's really going on. You've nagged him enough. And it's annoying him that he has to put the fucking seat down. All right, so now what he's doing is he's brilliant. He knows that peeing sitting down is weirding you out. Well, he's doing this passive-aggressive shit where he's like, all right, you want the seat down? Fine. I'm gonna start peeing sitting down like a woman and make it all fucking weird for you, and then I'm going to act like, no, this is more efficient. I like it. I'm enjoying this shit. He's playing the only card he has. I think it's fucking hilarious. This is my advice to you. If you want him to go back to peeing, standing up, and putting the seat down, basically your dream bathroom situation, why don't you give up something? Why don't you say, okay, if you do that for me, I will do this. You know? Why don't you say, like, look, if you go a month straight, and always put the seat down, after 30 days, I will give you the most insane blowjob you've ever had in your life. Okay? Why don't you do something? Okay? Instead of acting like you're fucking some sort of royalty and that everything should just be set up for you. All right? I agree with you. That's fucking weird. It's weird for me to picture him sitting down, but I think he's doing it in this passive-aggressive way, which is fucking hilarious to me. All right? There you go. That's what I would say. Blow him once a month as long as he keeps the seat down. That's my solution. All right? And God bless you and congratulations on your good relationship. I asked for advice a couple months ago about a friend of mine. This one's another brutal one. About a friend of mine whose girlfriend was having a kid. And I was suspicious about whether or not it was his, because he had gone and gotten checked twice to see if he could have kids, and the doctors said no. Oh, I remember this guy. Remember that one? The doctor said this guy, he got checked twice. They said he couldn't have kids, and then all of a sudden his girl was pregnant. And there was questions about her being faithful. I remember this. Well, this is the update of this. He said, well, about 5 months into the pregnancy, she miscarried. So the problem kind of solved itself, but it was a terrible thing to happen. Now they are living together, and I'm still pretty positive she was cheating on him, and he's hanging on to the relationship now through some sort of guilt because of the lost child. It just feels like my friend got one pulled over on him, and I really want to talk to him about it, but I can't find a good way to do it. Your podcast rules, and I hope you come to Edmonton sometime. The comic strip, right? The comic strip in Edmonton. I'll make my way up there at some point. Dude, that is a brutal situation. And it all depends on how you feel. Are you going to be able to live with yourself if you just say, listen, this kid is just a moron. He's my friend, but he's a fucking moron? Because that is an option. You know, the Goodfellas moment. You know, when they tell that joke in Italian, and De Niro says, what does it mean? And Pesci goes, it means he's content to be a jerk. You know? What am I going to say? My wife 2 times me? That joke. Basically about a guy who knows his wife's fucking around on him, and he just looks the other way. He's content to be a jerk. So that's what your friend is right now. I know there's emotions involved, so there is hope for him. But, you know, he's fucking himself over. So this is the deal. If you can live with yourself and just say this guy's content to be a jerk, I'm not going to get in the fucking middle of this because there's so many obvious red flags here and this kid is just choosing to ignore them. You could just say, fuck it. He's content to be a fucking idiot. But if you're not going to be able to live with yourself, then I would just sit down and talk to him. All right? And hopefully he listens to you. And if not, and he stops being your friend, there's nothing you can fucking do about that. And I got a feeling probably 7 or 8 years from now, you might get a phone call of him saying, you know what, you were right. But those are impossible situations. Jesus Christ. How the fuck would I handle that? I would say something. You know what? I would definitely say something. But I don't know how to do that, to be honest with you. How the fuck would I say? I would say, listen, you know, I'm friends with you. We've been friends a long time. That's when your buddy knows something fucked up's coming. Listen, we've been friends a long time, right? We've had a lot of good times, right? You know that I've always been there for you and I never try to steer you wrong, right? Like, I think your girlfriend is a 2-time and yeah, how do you say that? I would just rip the Band-Aid off. Just say, listen, there's something I have to talk to you about. We're friends. And as a friend, all right, I can't stop thinking about this, and it would kill me to not bring this up to you. I have to do this. I'm not trying to be malicious. I'm doing this because you're my friend. And then I would just say, look, Jesus, I just had it, and I already forgot how fucking difficult this is. I would just be, it's fucking ridiculous. Look, you told me you couldn't have kids. You went to the doctor twice. You got tested. They said you couldn't have kids. Yet this girl somehow got fucking pregnant. Don't say fuck there. Yet, your girl somehow got pregnant. Okay? Then you just sort of stare at him. I don't know where to go from there. All right? My gut's telling me that wasn't your fucking kid. See, that's a hard one, too. That one, that kid you just fucking cried over that didn't get born, I don't think it was yours anyways. Ah, Jesus, dude, this is fucking brutal. Brutal. This is what I would do. I would do what I'm doing right now. Into a mirror. And just keep correcting it as you go. The same way I said, okay, don't say fuck there. And then you back it up again. I don't think that she's being, I don't think the woman that you're with has been 100% honest with you. And I don't think that she has been 100% faithful. And my gut is telling me that wasn't your kid. See, that's brutal, taking it to there. All right? I think you need to get out of this relationship. I mean, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to fucking... Yeah, you stumped me. You stumped the Schwami. Not like I know everything, obviously, but I usually can come up with some sort of angle. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But for whatever you do, don't write it down. Don't put it in a letter. Because he'll probably show it to her, and then it'll just be brutal. Fuck that. Don't do that. Just, yeesh. That's I don't know what to tell you, dude. That's a fucking brutal one. Jesus, does it work to just say it? Listen, man, we're best friends, right? We can say anything to each other. Yeah, I think your girlfriend fucked somebody else without a condom and got pregnant, that she was about ready to let you take on the responsibility and invest that sort of time, your life. She was content to throw away your fucking life. Do you understand me? All right? You went to 2 fucking doctors and they said you can't get pregnant, dude. How dumb are you? Get your fucking head out of her fucking vagina and wake up. It's not your kid. All right? That was God. God gave you a fucking mulligan. He gave you a pass. All right? There you go. You want to get, oh, Jesus. You want to get fucking religious about it? Get out of the goddamn relationship. Stop being such a fucking pussy. Leave her. Cry about it for fucking 6 weeks, whatever you got to do. Go join a fucking gym and get on with your fucking life and start wearing a condom. All right? Now, I know that team that we saw in the first half is not the fucking team that I know. And we got another 30 minutes of fucking football, and I want you to get out there and prove to me that you can play like the way I know you can play. That's what you do. You go, there we go. Took me a minute to work it out. You go fucking Vince Lombardi. Grab, grab, grab. Nobody tackling. You got to go like that. You got to build up. You got to start slow. You got to start slow. In all my years of looking at relationships, I don't think I have ever in my life seen a woman so pull the fucking wool of pubes over somebody's fucking eyes like I did in that first half. You know what I saw out there? I saw bullshit. Just some. I don't know. Dude, I'm out. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Tell that fucking kid he needs to make some halftime adjustments. All right? Pull the ripcord. Get the fuck out of there. Gee, ugh. See? These are the things they don't talk about these kinds of women on those, right? They're horrible fucking people, and they should talk about them. They always got a goddamn excuse, you know? Maybe they're just whores. You ever think of that? Is there any women out there? There's a woman out there. I want to know this. Okay, this is totally anonymous. And I'm not judging you because I'm a male whore myself. All right? I want to know this. Is there a woman out there where dad stuck around? You had a great family? You weren't touched in any funny way? You went to school? You know? You were a Girl Scout. You did all the right things. But you just love dick. And not only do you love dick, you love a bunch of different dicks. And you are in a relationship, but every once in a while, you just got to go out and go bang somebody else because you're fucking bored. Basically, are you wired like a man? That's what I want to know. Okay? And you can be totally honest. Let's examine that, because I don't even think it's fair to just brand them all whores. I don't. I think some of them
are actually really intelligent, and they've actually sat and contemplated it, or, done what I've done, is justify their piece of shit moves. Something. This is the time when I really should just have a guest. I don't have a guest. I got to have more guests on this fucking podcast. What do you want from me? All right, you guys want some YouTube videos for this week? Huh? Have you slumped over in your cubicles left yet? Have you done that? With 5 minutes left in your fucking day?